Welcome back to Leaving Cert Plus. This is lesson 1.2. We're looking at expanding brackets. There's 4 types of questions you have to be able to do. One is where we're multiplying one term by 2. Then you've got 2 terms by 2 terms. The third type is a shortcut towards expanding a bracket like this. So one way you could do that is by multiplying it out twice like this, but we've got a shortcut that we're going to look at. And the third type is just a bracket to be cubed. So multiplying out these brackets, I'm going to do one example for you, and then you can pause the video and try the second one. So multiplying into 2x, that's 2x by the x to give me 2x squared. 2x by the 3 is 6x. The minus 4 is going to give me minus 4x squared, and then minus 4 by minus 2 is plus 8. You can pair together these because they're in the same family. That's minus 2x squared plus 6x plus 8. That's the first one done. Pause the video and try the second. So the second one, you got 3x by 2x to form 6x squared. You got 3x by 4, which is plus 12x. Then you got the minus 5 by the 2x squared, which is minus 10x squared. And then you get minus 5 by minus 4. Minus by minus is a plus, that's plus 20. So you can interact these two terms together. Both of them are x squareds. That's a minus 4x squared plus 12x plus 20, and that's your answer. So the second type then is where you have 2 brackets with 2 terms each. So you can say the first by these 2, and then you can say the second by these 2. So I'll do the first one for you. So 4x by 2x is going to give us 8x squared. 4x by minus 3 is minus 12x. Then in blue, you've got 4 by 2x, which again is going to give me 8x. And then you got 4 by minus 3, which is going to give me minus 12. So interacting the like terms, you got x and x. So that's 8x squared. And you've got minus 4x as a product of these two. And then you got minus 12. So that's that question done. I want you to pause the video and try the second. So interacting the 5x with the 6x and then the 5x with the minus 1. So that's going to be 30x squared minus 5x. And then we can do the same with the 2. So 2 by 6x and 2 by minus 1. So that's going to give us 12x and then a minus 2. So then you can interact these two terms together. So you're going to get 30x squared and you'll get plus 7x when you add them together, minus 2, and that's your answer. So here we've got a hack. You don't have to write them out twice like this. You can learn off this rhyme that we have in the blue box. So let's do it that way. So if you square the first, it's going to be this first guy to be squared. That's going to be x squared. Twice the first by the second. 2 times that is 2x. 2x multiplied by 3 is going to give us 6x. Square the second. 3 to be squared is going to be 9. So that is your answer. See, it skips steps. If you were to multiply it out twice, first of all, you'd have to write this out. Then you have to write out the second line and then tidy that up, and you'll eventually get this. So once you're getting on to tougher questions in Leaving Cert, you want to be able to move at a faster pace with less workings. This is just a hack to do that. So I'll do this one for you. We've got 9x squared, the first one squared. Twice the first is going to be 6x by 6 is going to give us 36x. And the second one squared is going to be 36. I want you to pause the video and give these two a go. So this one, if we square the first, that's going to be 4x squared. Twice the first is 4x by 3 is going to give us 12x. This one squared is going to be 9. That's your answer. This one squared is going to be 4x squared. Twice the first is going to be 4x by the 4 is going to give us 16x. And then the second one squared is going to be 16. So that's your answer. So then if we have a cube, that's basically like x plus 2 by x plus 2 by x plus 2. But instead of looking at it like this, we're going to look at it like x plus 2 multiplied by x plus 2 to be squared. We have a fast route towards doing this question. So if I do the first one, that's going to be the first one squared, twice the first by the second. So that's going to be 2x by 2 is going to give us 4x. And then the second one squared is going to give us 4. So that's that underlined in blue part. So that's complete. But what's important is that we have to multiply all of those terms then by that second bracket. Okay, so you have to interact each one of these terms with each one of these two. So I'm going to do x squared by x and then by 2. So that's going to be x squared by x will give me x cubed. X squared by 2 is 2x squared. Next, you have to do it with the 4x. So it's 4x by x and 4x by 2. So that's going to be in green. We can say that's 4x by x is going to be plus 4x squared. And then you got a plus 8x. And then finally, if you do it in black, that's 4 by these two as well. Okay, so that's plus 4x plus 8. So interacting the like terms, we can start off with our x squares. So that's going to be x cubed, that's by itself. And then you got plus 6x squared. You have an 8x and a 4x, that'll make 12x x, and then a plus 8 by itself. So that's your answer. I'd like you to pause the video and give this one a go. So remember, the way we want to look at it is x plus 3 to be squared times x plus 3. So let's do this at a fast pace. Square the first, so we got x squared. Twice the first by the second is going to give us 6x, and the second one squared is going to give us plus 9. That is all to be multiplied by our x plus 3. So every term interacts. So that's x squared by these two. So that's going to be x cubed and then plus 3x squared. Then you've got your 6x interacting with each. That's going to give us plus 6x squared plus 18x. And then you've got your 9, which is going to give us plus 9x plus 27. So interacting your x squareds together to start off with. So your x cubed is by itself. You've got plus 9x squared. And then you've got your 18 and your 9. And that's going to give us 27. So plus 27x. And then plus 27 at the end is by itself. So that's your answer. So hopefully that helps with your understanding of expanding brackets. You can see if you can move at a faster pace, you can focus more on the more difficult parts of the longer questions as these questions get more difficult. So these hacks are actually quite helpful. That's all for lesson 1.2. Thanks for watching Cert Plus. I'll see you again in lesson 1.3.
If you like this video, you'll love our notes. You can get some for free in the link in the description of this video.